All right, it would appear that we are live, even though I did not actually authorize it. YouTube just decided to go live without. Normally, it gives me the option. Do you want to go live? Those days are gone. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to this live stream for no reason. Well, actually, there is a reason. There is a reason this time. I've forgotten it. Oh no, I remember. So as you may have seen the other day, I had a conversation with the fellow passenger and we set ourselves a small challenge to write a piece of music where we kind of transpose things about. Why did we decide this was a good idea? Well, we were having a conversation and the conversation was kind of about breaking out of the loop. And I don't mean the loop in terms of, you know, kind of you make 4 bars and you don't know where to go from there, but more kind of like you've got a melodic idea or some sort of riff or, I don't know, a pattern that's in a certain key or a certain scale. And you're a little bit like, where do I go from here? Like, I'm not really writing a song. You know, I'm making a piece of experimental electronic music. But how can I take this in some sort of direction and make it a bit more interesting? And I was like, well, just transpose the entire pattern. And we had some conversations about that, and we decided to set ourselves a challenge where we're going to do that. And he is, as far as I know, doing that maybe as we speak, or not. I don't know. I don't know when he's going to do his, but I thought I would live stream mine rather than do a video about it because I thought it would take a very long time and I couldn't really be bothered to edit a really long video. So I'm just going to live stream it. And I can see some people are there. Hi. Thanks for tuning in for this impromptu live stream for no reason. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to, I might have to turn the heating off. It's I can't really work out how to heat my home at the moment. It's, you don't care about that stuff. Enough of the small talk. Let's get to the big talk. First, I need to drink a bit of this beer. I need to change the resolution. The current resolution is not supported. Rubbish. It was fine for the first few minutes. Let me know in the comments if this stream is okay. So, and if it isn't, I don't know what I'll do. It's not like I can just change the resolution mid-stream. Looks fine. Thanks, mate. So what I'm going to start with is I'm actually just going to start with operator, and I'm going to start with a chord, and the chord is going to be C minor 7. Oh, that's rather loud. I apologize. Which is there. So let's go with the C, this D sharp, the G, and the B flat. And let's legato that like an idiot. Right, let's... Oh, gosh, that's really rather piercing. So the thing that we were talking about in the previous video was when you actually, well, depending on how you transpose it, but when you do transpose stuff, sometimes there's actually some notes that the new scale may have in common with the previous one. And that's something that I'm going to try and explore. Although last time I did it in C major. This time I'm going for C minor. It might not work, but I guess we'll find out. So that's the first chord. Let's take a copy of that and let's move this one up 3 semitones. Okay, let's take this. So I'm basically going to do the same thing I did in that video, just slightly different. And then I'll take a copy of that, and then I'll take this one. Let's go down 3 semitones here. Oh, hang on a minute. No, put that one there and then this one. Okay, so I'll just label these C minor 7. And then this one would be D sharp. D, can I do a type of sharp? Yeah, minor 7. And then actually this is just the same one. And then this one would be A minor 7. All right. A minus 7. Okay. Let's just okay, let's give them all different colors. Let's do what I did in the previous video because that made some sense. Let's do them like this. Okay, so let's have a look at this chord, and this chord. Is this going to work? Can't actually. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. Let's have a look here. I'm turning my head on the side so I can look at the... I'm not sure this will work because maybe... okay, this is what I'll do. I'll take this one and I'll move that one to there. And then I'll take this one. Just do this so that I can kind of line them up quickly and see if they have any notes in common. I'll delete that one for now. Let's have a look at all three of them. All right, so yes, they do. It would appear that, well, of course, they've got D sharp in common because D sharp is the minor third of a C minor, and we moved it up 3 semitones. So, and then there's this one. Interesting. A sharp, they have that in common. And then this one here. So the blue and the yellow both have a G in. And the blue and that was kind of a lilac, I suppose. The blue and the pink have a D sharp and an A sharp, and the blue and the yellow also have a C. And I believe that's everything. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little note of that. I'm going to make a new MIDI. I'm just going to make a clip here, and I'm going to try and remember what those notes were. D sharp. So I'm just going to write in this clip here, D sharp. And I'm going to look at this and A sharp. Okay, so I'm just making a little note here of what notes they have. I'm making a note about notes. I'm a YouTuber. G, okay, G. G. And I think that's kind of it. Or was there another one? Oh, C as well. Okay, which is interesting. C. What's that one? G. No others as far as I can see. What's that one down there? That's an A. Any A's here? No. All right, so I'm going to approach D sharp, A sharp, C and G. Oh, hang on. What's happened to me? Okay. Let's do that. Oh, D. All right. So there's the C. There's the D sharp. Oh, A sharp. That's a C minor chord. D sharp, A sharp, G. What? My brain hurts. I haven't even started and already my brain is hurting. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh, thank you for the nice comments, folks. Gosh, it's warm. This is going to be a very long stream. It's not going to be slick. No editing. And at points I will have to go off and do things and then come back. So be patient. Ugh. Turn the heating off. So hang on a minute. If I've done this right, I can play a C minor chord over all of those chords. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these notes that are kind of close together. They're close together. They're a semitone apart. These are a semitone apart. So that for me is kind of where things can maybe get interesting. Okay, I'm going to make a new MIDI track now, and I'm going to stick another operator, and I'm going to use operator pretty much for all my synths. So for this first clip, I'll do a C. That probably needs to go down a couple of octaves. And then for this one, I'll do D sharp. And then for this one, I'll do A. And actually, we're going to need to have copies here like that. Okay, that's a nice low bass. Let's just sort all this stuff out. I'm going to use a lot of MIDI processing and generative things because I know Phil likes that. He'll probably be doing the same sort of thing. Oh, no. My mic just made the crap out sound. Hope it doesn't crap out. All right. Let's move that down there. Oh my, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to record. Thank you. Turn that off. Right, let's pick a tempo. $150. Okay. Why is that going to record? I don't want to record that. Oh my God. Just record anyway. Do what you want. Okay, let's give these all a follow action and just tell them all to go to the next one. Let's say they can go twice. Okay, let's see if this works. All right. Okay, let's find a break beat because I like that sort of thing. Okay, is my yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's got bass in it though. We don't want that. Let's see what that's like at 140. Ah. Sometimes breaks don't speed up too well. No, don't like it. Change my mind. Oh, that was good. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Okay. Ba, that's the same one. Ba, so's that. No. 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 Oh. No. Hello, welcome to me browsing drum breaks on YouTube. Hope you're having a nice time. Should you be hearing Ableton's output? Are you telling me you can't? So you can't hear this? Let me check OBS. Looks like it's coming through to me. You can. All right, thanks. Okay. Oh, hi, Karen. How's it going? Nice to see you in the chat. Oh. This is good. Oh, that's good. Ah, will it work at 150 BPM? I'll put it in there. Let's see. This is going to take a while. Just letting you know. Bill Withers, sadly, no longer with us. Oh, that's. What is that? What's that sound at the end? I might put it in. This is a very important part of the process. Oh, this is a good one. I got this on vinyl. Oh, bit of bongo. Let's put this one in. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. That one's nice too. I haven't even explored hardly any of these. Classic. Oh, this is good too. Why have I got two of them? Oh, that's a good snare. These are good. These are good snares. Well done. Well done, music. Best of 70s porn music. That's what I'm going to make today. Not sure why I need to approve Slim Fat Boy as a comment anyway. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's nice of you. 54 people? 55? What? This is crazy. This better be good. I better be good. Otherwise, it's going to be embarrassing. Right. Okay, I'm getting a little bit distracted by YouTube comments, but I need to fill up my pool with... this one's good, and that one's got such a good snare. I could lose the triangle, though. Okay, I'll put it in. Right, okay, that'll probably do. I could probably make something of that. So before I start screwing with those, I'm just going to make the bass a little bit interesting. So I'm going to pull in the... let's get the arpeggiator in here. Random. Okay, this is good. Gonna bring in some velocity now. Don't want it on the volume, but I would like it on the time of the envelope. And I want one voice. Re-trigger the envelope. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to make another copy of this, and I just want some, because I've lost some of the sub. So let's get some sub in. Okay. All of you start together. There we go. I'm on the sub. Let's rename this sub. And I'll rename this one Funky Bass. Okay. Let's do some more interesting FM stuff here. Oh, they're all at the wrong speed. Okay, this... Yes, 16th, thanks. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. The thing I like about like FM bass is that it's almost somewhere between a bass and a kind of bongo. It's sort of, you can get really lovely percussive kind of bongo bass stuff. I think so anyway. All right, let's try and do a slow fade in on these chords. See what that's like. Let's go for a filtered sawtooth. All right, this is good. Okay. Let's take a copy of this. Let's try this arpeggiator. Excuse me. What's happening in the comments? Hey, there's a guy with an AFX logo as his avatar. I think you're probably tuned into the right thing right now. Whilst we're on the topic, we can kind of go a bit microtonal, but I'm not 100% convinced that microtonal is the way. I'm going to share my thoughts with you on this right now. So obviously the idea of taking a single octave and splitting it into something like 15 notes is pretty interesting, and certainly takes one out of normal paths, normal environments harmonically. Oh, I've got a 15-note scale across an octave. That's interesting. But I think like pitch modulation is just loads better, because if I had a microtonal scale that was C minor, but each one was slightly out of tune, they're all still going to be in tune because I've set the scale. Whereas if I here we go. If I just take the fade off here and we listen to this. Oh, I've got the arpeggiator on. That's why I'm getting latency. So if I had like a microtonal scale of C minor, and they were all ever so slightly a tiny semi micro gazillion out of tune, they're all still going to be in tune. Like, they're not in tune, but they are still going to be relatively in tune if you set the scale. Whereas if you do a bit of pitch modulation, then you kind of get a different tuning each time you strike a note. So let's do that right now. Let's turn on the LFO on operator. Let's set it to oscillator A, where we're going to get that, which sounds very nice. But if I set this to sample and hold with the rate all the way down, the re-trigger on, and just go for something like 1%. Let's try with 1%. And I'm just going to play one note. Okay, that's not enough. Let's try 10%. There we go. Each note is slightly out of tune from the last one. And I think that's a slightly more satisfying kind of, if you want to do that out of tune thing. That's my little tip for you. It's a big tip. I mean a big tip. It's not a little tip. I don't have a little tip. Is it too early in the day for knob jokes? That sounds good to me. Yeah, this is sounding good. Let's try this, see what this other break's like. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, goodbye. Let's get rid of that one. What about this one? Yeah. Okay. I need to grunge this bass up a little bit, this funky bass. Let's drum bus it like an idiot. Oh. Okay, yeah. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use, this is another thing that I've been really getting into, is using the expression control to modulate the note length on like a mono synth bass line. So this a second. But this actually probably won't work too well because we've got too much release on the envelope. There we go. Oh gosh, that's really rather rich, isn't it, in the high end? So with the note length down really low, it's very short. And then with it up full, it's very long. And so if we apply, like, I wonder if this will work. Let's try to put the glide. Yes. Yeah, so with the glide on, when the note length is quite long, it's going to glide. So because the notes are overlapping, they're tied. So if we use the, so this is, what have I done? So I've just drawn in like single notes. The arpeggiator is triggering the MIDI. So it's going to trigger the expression control. And I'm going to use that. You can see that the arpeggiator down here is triggering the expression control, making all these random values. I'm going to map that to the note length. And then what I'm going to get is kind of sporadic note lengths on my bass, which means that some of them will be long and tie onto the next note, which will create a glide. And then some of them won't. They'll be very short and plucky. Yeah, that's it. So, but we need to... I wonder, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Might need a bit of work. It kind of goes woo, which is slightly funny. And maybe the glide time is too long. Let's try 40 milliseconds. Sounds very Aphex Twin, doesn't it? Can you tell I'm an Aphex Twin fan? Actually, I'm quite critical of him. So let's see if I can demystify this weird anomaly with the fact that every single one of these chords contains notes that make up a C minor chord or whatever, a D sharp. Hang on, I need another operator. Let's see what's going on with this. What did I say? Oh, A sharp. So that's kind of that's a D sharp major, I suppose. It's also a... So let's draw in. What did I just do? Let's draw that in somewhere. This is another little tip as well. If you turn the headphone on, if you're in the MIDI clip, you can use the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard. And then if I'd hold down the notes and go right, draws the note in. and it will do it according to what quantizer you're on. Maybe you knew that. Maybe you knew that already. It's so weird. I can't even really tell if it even works. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I just did with that bass, but I'm going to do it on this synth as like a lead line, sort of squiggly lead line. So I'm going to need, yeah, I've dropped that in, and I'm going to need the note length again, and I'm going to need to set the voices to 1. I'll leave the retrigger off, I think. Let's turn the glide on, 50 milliseconds. Yeah, okay, so when does it start to... Okay. Let's see if it works. See what it's like on the filter. Yeah. How long did I do that for? All right, so I'm going to have to do some things now because I can't be done with this follow action stuff anymore. So I'm going to route my MIDI to some new tracks and capture some of that. So let's make a new. Let's give these some. Actually, let's give these some names. Fade pad. This one is ARP pad. It's a slow ARP pad. Slow ARP pad. This is very important. Funky bass sub. I don't need to do the sub. What's this? What's this? I've forgotten what this is. Oh yeah, that's this. Squeaky lead. Squeaky lead. Okay. So let's root. Let's call this fade. This is very important stuff, all right? Fade, pad, cap. And we're going to take the MIDI from the fade pad. And then this one, we need to make a MIDI track here. And this one is going to be slow. Oh my goodness me. Slow up cap. Slow up. Oh, whatever. Slow up cap. And then we're going to need to do another one here for the funky bass. And this one is funky bass cap. Cap for capture. You see what I did there? And then this one is, I don't really need to capture any of this, but it just helps. Sub cap. Squeaky lead cap. Gosh, this is a faff. Why am I doing this? This is a terrible idea. Squeaky lead cap. So this is, that's good to go. This one, slow ARP pad. Yeah. No. Yeah. Slow ARP pad. This one coming from funky bass, and this one coming from sub, and this one coming from squeaky lead. Okay. I can't really see this. I've got the screen so big because of YouTube, because probably some of you are watching on your smartwatch. Okay. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Record. Yes. Brilliant. Maybe I should just close that. Right. Where am I? This is already getting a lot for my brain. I'm just going to change my, I'm just going to temporarily put my look feel down to 100. Okay. That's a little bit better. Thank you. So let's record all of these. Let's actually move. Oh, whatever. I'll just do it this way. Hang on a minute. I need to think about this. This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Blah, blah, blah. If I trigger that first scene. What's this one doing? Oh, that's my kind of melody thing. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this, is to come up with the melody. So I'll remove that stop button. Squeaky lead. Yeah. All of this looks good to me. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. No, sorry. What have I done here? No. Do I? Let's put that down there. I'm going to need those for the squeaky lead, surely. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is fine. Let's stop that. Let's put you up there. And let's see if this works. Record the MIDI. Whilst I've just left that to simmer, let's have a look at the comments. When was the last time you finished a song in session view, if ever? I don't think I ever did, because you can't export stuff from the session view. Actually, that's not entirely true. There have been times when I've set something up in the session view and then recorded whatever it's doing to like a resample channel. I always have a resample channel there ready to go. And then sometimes I've just called that a track. So I can't remember the last time I did that, but I've certainly done it. Hope that answers your question. Hello, Drummer Pit from Russia. All right, I'm gonna give these 64 bars. It's quite a long time. It's probably too long, actually. Anyway, I've made the decision now. I'm gonna stick with it. All right, so there we go. We captured all of that MIDI. Let's move all of this stuff down here. I don't want that in my life anymore, but I'm going to keep it. Very loud motorbike just went past. I thought it was my song. Let's move all of this down here. And okay, so this is kind of when it starts to get a little bit fiddly. So I have to go back into... okay. All right. I'm going to move that there. This one, turn off the arpeggiator, move that there. The funky bass, turn all this stuff off. So I'm going to select all of this, group that, turn that off, put that there. The sub's got nothing in there. This, okay. Squeaky lead. This has also got some stuff in there. Going to grab all of that, group it, turn it off because we don't need the MIDI processing anymore because we've got MIDI. We printed some MIDI and hopefully it sounds good. Let's maybe move all of these capture MIDI tracks over here, put them in a group and delete all those stop buttons. Okay. All right. I think I'll put my look feel back to 150% now. This is very important stuff. Okay. Let's see what this is like. Oh dear, oh dear. I need to quantize this. Or I could go very Aphex and not quantize it. Maybe 3 voices. Again, let's do that wibbly wobbly pitch modulation thing I was talking about earlier. I did a little pitch bend at the end. I forgot I did that. Okay, I like how this is going. This is all right. Whoops. No. No, it's too long. This is way off. No. I quite like these two. They're fine as they are. That's fine. This is fine. Let's drum bust these drums. That's what it's for. Oh, there's some talking in that. There's some little ghosts talking in that drum break. Can you hear them? let's do some beat repeaty stuff now. Maybe we could do something with this. Let's take a duplicate of this one, see what it's like backwards. All right, this is good. Duplicate of that. Let's reverse that one and maybe. Whoa, man, I'm in outer space, man. Why is it printing the audio like that? Look what's going on there. That's weird. Never seen that before. Look, it's doing it again. What's up? What's going on there? That is weird. Okay, anyway, so let's not get distracted by weird Ableton glitches. Let's just look again. Why is it doing that? Okay, anyway, so I'm going to have this top one be its follow actions again because they're good. So let's start with this first one. Well, let's turn them all on. And then let's start with the first one. The first one is going to play another clip at roughly 1.5 bars, and it may play again, and I'm going to give it 60% chance that it's going to play another clip, and 40% chance it's going to play again, so it doesn't glitch up all the time, because I like surprises. Well, musical ones. I don't like surprises in day-to-day life. Never surprise me. Then this one will go first, and we'll say that they can be like, these ones can be 0.5 bar long, and then I'll duplicate those. I'll give them a different color so I can keep track. And then these ones can be like a tiny little bit long. Let's see what that's like. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, this is good. I'm sorry, I'm losing screen real estate. I'm going to have to go to 100% zoom. That's better. All right, let's make a return track. And then I'm going to put, what am I going to put on here? Let's put a reverb in. Quite a lot of decay. That's a bit too much. That's a little too much. Let's low pass that. Low pass your reverb input. Low pass it. High pass. Sorry, I mean high pass. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is another little thing I like to do quite regularly when I can't be bothered to actually just like sequence music, is I get the beat repeat and I set it to gate, and then I make the grid like quite short, like a 16th note, and then have this like really small like that. And then what happens is nothing. That's interesting. I'm wondering why this isn't working suddenly. I used to do this all the time. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't put the send up. There we go. Yeah, so what happens is the when you have beat repeat in gate with gate on, it kind of just lets through a little bit of the audio, but you can do it to this grid, which is kind of nice. And so I like to stick that on a send with the send up on everything that I want. And then intermittently I get little reverb sends. And then I could make like other instances of that same thing with like different types of reverbs. Maybe one's got a an auto pan on it, maybe. All right. I think that could all be an octave lower. Maybe put the same beat repeats I put on the drums on the funky bass too. Let's go to that. Come on. Okay. In a minute, I'm going to have to go and get another beer, so you'll just have to listen to this. I can't tell if my computer's glitching out or if that's the music. I never thought I'd say those things ever on the internet. I'm at 3%. This is a brand spanking new M1. I shouldn't expect this sort of stuff. I think it's just the actual music. Maybe just this bass is a bit too plucky. Maybe I need a bit of attack on the envelope. Oh my goodness. That's good. It's still a bit clicky. I need to filter it maybe. Ah, whatever. Okay, I'm going to go and get another beer, listen to this, and I'll be back shortly. Actually, before I do that, I've just had an idea that I could do before I do that, and that is actually go back into blah, 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 blah. So this is very important. Don't lose any of these clips. Let me just check they're all there. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to select everything, select all the clips and hit delete. Why am I doing that? That's crazy, because I'm going to use these as dummy MIDI clips to make nothing happen. So let's put those back there. Actually, no, let's put this may or may not work. Let's make 3 of, yeah, 4 is fine. So 4 of those, and then let's select all of them. Go to the follow actions and say any or other, I should say rather. This is, let's say, I don't want them all to play linked. They're going to be unlinked. They're going to play for 16 bars. It's going to be legato. And then what should happen is that it will just jump to dummy clips that are empty and play nothing. So effectively, it's like auto muting the arrangement. I'm just going to supervise this for a second before I... Okay, it works. I'm going to go and get a beer. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Did it do anything good? I know you shouldn't do this, but I'm going to put... I'm going to do something you absolutely should never do. And then I'm going to put make it loud on the master. Some of those drum glitch ups are kind of shit. Maybe they're happening for too long. This is bad. I realise now why, because legato wasn't on. Let's put legato on. That's why it sounded bad. That's better. Reverb on that. Reverb on that. And then vibrato on the reverb. That's another thing that I like. And if you want to copy that, do it, because I like it. It sounds good when the music actually happens. There we go. That's a bit too much. That's just Boards of Canada again, isn't it? Hello and welcome to Old Man Yells at 90s Warp. Oh, was I on the... I think that's too high. Is that still too high? Oh, I've got these bloody follow action things on again. I can't just play this. That's kind of nearly a bass. All right, we need to high pass that. High pass, enable the high pass. There we go. All right, let's play that again. Yes, I'm just going to put Redux because it's right next to my mouse for some reason. Ooh. Right, let's try that again. A little bit of casual mixing now. Very casual. Oh my goodness me. Go away, menu bar. Right. Please don't loop. I can't take it anymore. What does that mean? You couldn't... Was... What? I've changed my mind about that choppy reverb. You can go. Yes, the music's writing itself. It's alive. It's a little clean sounding. I'd maybe like to grunge up that reverb maybe. I like to use this dynamic tube. I've got this setting with the bias at just about 52. And it really kind of just starts to, on reverbs, it just sort of craps it out. I like. Yeah. Oh, that was good. Well done, Ableton. The fellow passenger, you're not supposed to be watching. You can't watch this because it's against the rules of our game. Hi, the fellow passenger. You can't watch this stream because we made an agreement. Oh, I don't care. We made an agreement that we weren't going to watch each other's bits until we meet up for the third part of this mini-series project thing, and then we're going to compare each other's efforts. Sick beats, Ned. Thanks. Acid for breakfast. Wow. I wonder what kind of life you lead. Fellow passenger is actually still watching. I can't remember if we discussed or agreed or not whether the song actually needs to be finished or if it just can be a sketch. If you're still there, please respond, because I hate finishing songs. That's not true. I really like finishing songs if they're good. With doing this follow action auto arrangement thing is that I can't, because I'm using these follow actions on these beats, I can't like kill the beats. So maybe I could resample. I don't want to resample the beats because they're just doing their own thing. Maybe I tell you what, I know what I'll do. I'll do a dummy clip. I'll do an audio dummy clip. Let's make a new track. And excuse me, let's just take any old piece of audio. We'll just record some silence. That's fine. Just record some silence. Okay, that's fine. So this is a clip of silence. Silence! Right, let's put that there, and then let's route the audio from Barry White. But is it Barry White? Black Heat by Barry White. I really should. Oh no, it's not. This is Black Heat. I really should go listen to these songs. So let's route the audio from that. Oh, you know what? Let's just call it drums. It's easier. Drums. Let's route the audio from drums and see what's going on with that. All right. So we can have some clip automation for the mutes. So let's go to show automation. Let's put in an automation node here. And then let's have another one, this one here, and this one will have an automation node with off. So if I trigger this clip, oh, that didn't work. Okay, maybe we have to hard root it. Or maybe this needs to be off. No, I've forgotten how to do this. How do you do this dummy clip thing? Variations on that reverb. Okay, all right, I'll address that in a minute. I can't remember how to do the dummy clip thing. I want to route that track to that with the. Oh, I can't remember. Why isn't that working? Audio 2. Oh, resampling. Ah. Yes. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. So now we can do some follow actions with these dummy clips to mute the drums. So let's go to the first one. Let's turn on the follow action and let's just say other. And I want this to play like, let's just say times, how long is it? It's a bar times 4. Let's say 16 times. That's plenty of time. And then this one will go to the previous. And this one can play 4 times. 4 bars. No, let's say 8 bars. Let's see if this works. Oh no, wait a minute. I want to set a condition to say that it might play again. So let's say play again. 50% it might play again. Let's see if this works. La 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 la, having fun in Ableton on the internet. Trigger the clip, trigger the clip, trigger the clip, trigger it now. Why aren't you triggering the clip? Why aren't you doing it? Let's say next instead. Damn you. There we go. All right. Mute now. Yes, brilliant. All right, so now we can mute the drums and we've got an auto arrangement. Let's listen to the whole thing. Still sounds a bit squeaky clean, I think. Oh, I'm resampling it. Didn't mean to do that. Let's delete these stop buttons. Okay. Yes, drums gone. Sometimes the drums just need to go, but then they come back and it's exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm approaching the end of this. I'm kind of happy with all of this. It's a little squeaky clean. Let's just turn it down a little bit, have it in the background. A little squeaky clean. What's this doing? I kind of don't like that anymore. The idea was there, but the sound is kind of... I like it when it goes woo. I think that's a bit much though. Let's put the glide time to 30. Maybe it just needs a bit of overdrive. I don't know. Just needs. It all sounds a bit clean. It needs a bit of grunt. better. Different reverb variations, someone said. Who said that? I've forgotten who it was, sorry. So one way to approach that, perhaps, would be to have group the reverb, duplicate the reverb, swap out the reverb for something else. Let's do the grain delay. Let's mute this for a second, and let's just do this on the drums. Actually, let's just do it on let's do it on the fade pad. What is that? Why isn't that working? Okay, let's put you there. All right. Limiter here, I think. All right, that's fine. Let's do this one now. Oh, this dynamic tube thing is really good. I really overlooked it for such a long time, but I'm really into it now. Let's pull in the spectral time. Is it actually doing anything? It is, but it's very discreet. Let's turn that delay off. All right, the fade in too long. I really can't tell if that's doing anything. Gosh, that's creepy. Oh, this dynamic tube just makes everything really good, which I really like. All right, let's do a different one. Oh my goodness me. That is crunchy. Let's go for the hybrid reverb. Gosh, I don't know. Let's just go with. Don't really know what any of these do. Okay, so how do we switch those up? I guess we'll have to use the LFO. So let's go into the chain. Let's select all of these, grab them, and distribute those ranges equally. And then get the LFO, plonk the LFO down there, and map the chain selector to a macro. And let's go random. And let's say that you're going to go random every... whatever that is, 1/4, and let's map that to the chain selector. Now we've got sort of different reverbs each time. Okay, let's hear it. Hi Stasma, hope you're doing all right. Probably busy mixing tracks, taking a little break from mixing tracks. There we go. The song is auto-arranging itself. Unsolo that. Okay, I think I'm done with this now. I'm going to leave it in that state and then text the fellow passenger and ask him if if we need to do finished songs or if just session view stuff is okay. So if you missed the beginning, I'll just give you a little refresh on why I'm doing this. So the other day, myself and the fellow passenger did we both uploaded a video. You can actually watch two different edits of the same video. It's very silly. There's one on my channel and one on his channel. Absolutely go and follow the fellow passenger on on YouTube. He does experimental electronic music in Ableton, much like me. So if you like what I do, you'll automatically like what he does too. And we were having a conversation and we set ourselves a little challenge. And so this is kind of part of a little mini series, a little mini project, mini series. And then sometime next week, we're going to shoot another video with the pair of us having a conversation, and we're going to compare what each of us has done. So you're going to have to go and follow him anyway to go and watch his video about him making his track. So do that. And I'm also going to put this on Patreon. So if you want to download this file and have a mess about with it and do whatever you want, change it, just don't take the credit for it. Then go and do that. Yeah, have a nice time. And so, yeah, we've done all kinds of things here. We've done generative MIDI. We've done generative arrangements, done a bit of sound design, a little bit of mixing and a little bit of stuff. So I guess I'll stop there. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 51 concurrent viewers right now. That's sometimes more than a More Kicks Than Friends. I'm really overwhelmed. Thank you. I don't know how to end this. How do I end the stream? Oh, end stream. There's a big button. Okay. See you very soon. Thanks.